Hi everybody, it's Diane here with the exact same glue book, the exact same setup, the exact same stuff. We're just picking it up because I didn't want a super long video, which I know, you can pause, uh, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like people do that much. They see a long video and kind of go, ew. That's a nice way to start off your video, and they kind of go, ew. Okay, I'm going to put that dog there. And how I started a page of cookies and dogs, I don't remember. Okay, that looks pretty good. Well, I also have this dog. That's a German die cut, but I cut everything around him. I forget. Oh, it was a basket. He had like a bed basket with a cushion, a pillow, and I didn't want all that. How about that? Okay. Doesn't that look good? I did make chocolate chip cookie bars a couple days ago. I have a lot in my fridge still. It was a different recipe. They turned out pretty good. It was really easy too. Yeah, I thought this was odd. It did not call for any vanilla, so I just made it as is, and they're good. Does anybody else think sometimes cookie recipes overdo the vanilla? I kind of do. I mean, to me, if you can taste it, it's too much. All right, Diane, is this a cooking show or a glue book session? Make up your mind. Oh yeah, I had a cherry sticker. Here it is. Wow, I found it. Just one little stupid cherry sticker, and I thought of this. Otherwise, I might have just tossed this. It was on a sheet of cupcakes. Yeah, I guess we are having a cooking show. Teeny, teeny pinhole gap there. Okay. All right, berries. Okay. Do we start another berry thing in the new book? Because, yeah, right, Diane. Not going to fit. Not going to fit. Not going to fit. This might fit. And I thought, when I cut this out, I thought I might already have this. I checked before I turned the camera on. I was that concerned. But I don't. That I could see. I've been wrong before. Well, I have a bunch of old ads and words here. Isn't this kind of cute? Blueberries on a curve. All right, I'll do that. Wow, she's gonna actually glue something in. I guess I'll start another page. I didn't really want to just because, you know, I had strawberries in the old book. Well, old book. Then I started berries in this book. But I guess if you got it, you got it. More words, strawberry. All right, that fits there. It is funny when you start on a theme. I mean, there's berries all over the place. I never realized that. I should just have a session of putting in berry stuff, I think. Okay. Well, at least it's appropriate to the time of year now, June. And this was a needlework piece. I don't forget now if it was cross stitch or needle point. I don't know. And I am not going to strain my eyes to try to find out. Okay, that's old. Goes like that. I have a couple scrapbook paper strawberries. Yeah, I guess I don't have those on here. I may have these on the old pages. But I am not going to check them. So how many of you that do this kind of stuff, do you go back and look at your old books or, works or whatever? I don't. Well, I don't have time. If I had time, maybe I would. Nope. All right, save it. A big raspberry, isn't that cool? Maybe it's not cool. Looks kind of weird. How about that? Over there. I think we're going to even up nature's work here a little bit. This was a little hard to cut out. There was, another berry behind it, and I wasn't exactly sure what went with what, so maybe it was my mistake. Okay. I have another sticker. This was that same sheet. What is that supposed to be? A blackberry? But don't tell me it's grapes. I don't think it is. Okay, stamp. Isn't this cool? Oh, that looks nice. Those are the same kind of greens right there. The same shade of green. The same kind of greens. Well, you all knew what I meant, right? All right, a couple blueberries, just literally a berry. I'm listening to locusts and gluing blueberries. Dear diary, that's what I did today. Diane, this is kind of tedious. Well, what is there to talk about in the world? That you want to talk about in the world, right? I don't know. Locusts is about it. Cicadas. Sorry. Okay, then I have all. Can you see that? Those are all out of a old cookbook. I thought those were cute. You're really gonna glue in every one of those right now? Right here, right now? Yeah. Oops. My glue is getting down in the bottle, so I have it tipped up on an ink pad, except it fell off. It's going to take her forever. All right, I'll do those by myself. I won't bore you guys to death. I'll do those by myself. What about too big? How about that? Of course, the less I say, the less I have to correct with closed caption. I'm starting to get the impression, because I know you all are so interested in this, that they are using like an AI kind of thing. Because very often I'll say, just for an example, you know, magazine image, and they'll say, it's a magazine image. Well, I didn't say that. And there's no other noise, like they thought I said it. So I think they're making stuff up. Oh, good, that fits perfectly in there. All right, I think this other one might be too big. Yeah. All right. I'll come back and do all those strawberries by myself. We have pots somewhere. We have half a pot that was on a page, edge. Yeah, it was on a page. It looks like it's crooked. This bottom was heavily shadowed. I wasn't sure where I was cutting. That's better. Or heavily shaded. There was a big shadow on the bottom. This one, oh, that's kind of neat. I'm going to put that right there right now. And I know this looks more like glass, but I still like it. You can put whatever you want on your pots page. Now there's another thing I never thought I would have found. Well, I haven't found a lot of like Native American pots. I didn't think I would find that. But I have found a lot of interesting ones. I guess it's sort of like years ago, it was some antique show. I heard, someone say, oh, they collect, just say, antique coffee pots. And somebody else says, oh, really? I never see those in the stores. The stamp. But they say, once you start collecting them, sure enough, you notice some more. I guess it stands to reason. Well, you guys are going to think I'm really nitpicky, but I don't like this so much because it's not like die cut. But it's good. I don't want to not use it. I don't want to not use it. Diane, I think there's a reason closed captions kind of alters what you say. They're trying to help you and make you not sound like a dork. All right, gluey glue paper. All right, where did that half of one go? I lost it here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that stamp. I'm not going to cut it out. So I'm either going to use it here or put it somewhere else. I'm not die cutting it and putting it here. I don't know, where is that from? Oh, that's Japanese. It's got some foiling on it too. Cool. Well, if that wasn't there, I wouldn't mind that, but it is. Well, I don't like it over here at all. That's okay. Maybe someday we could put something small here. I don't know. That's okay. Okay. Boy, this is going to be a long sesh, too. Oh, good, Diane, because we just don't get enough of listening to those cicadas. I don't think you'll be able to hear them. If you can, I'm sorry. Okay. We have a couple geckos. Yeah, this is the same one, but it had been cut. You know, the page. I used something on the other side of the page. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. And then, since this was like turning into sort of also alien stuff, isn't that funny? It's a meringue dessert for Halloween. And then, I'm not sure about this. Does anybody know what that is? Yeah, it's a plant. It's called crested celosia, which I don't think I've ever seen that before. But doesn't it look like a weird, either something atomic or a weird spaceship or something on top? So I was just wondering if that would go with our kind of weird stuff. Yeah, why not? Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This has been a little bit. I'm going to take a break. I'll glue this stuff in by myself to tighten this up a little bit. And then we'll come back. There's still more stuff. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I got those penguins in. They fit really well there. I put the strawberries in. They're all on this side. Okay. So this is where we left off. I got the geckos and that crazy stuff in. Okay, I have a bunch of owls. I have some scrapbook paper owls. I don't like that color by the green. How about that? Oh, I heard an owl last night. I forgot to tell my family that during the night. It's a statue type thing. Garden statue. And then the rest of these are all scrapbook paper. These are laminated, like, they don't make papers like that anymore. Can the light hitting that? Yeah. The one time she doesn't get glare. Don't give me a break there. Okay. Then we can watch her glue in a bunch of owls. I think it was the Great Northern is what I was hearing. It went on for quite a while. It's one benefit when you wake up and can't fall back asleep. You get to hear interesting things, huh? Or maybe that's why I couldn't fall back asleep. It was so interesting. Okay, is that it for this book? Oh, those chocolate kiss cookie things. Well, this page is definitely interesting. You can't argue that. Well, I suppose you could. You may not win, though. Come on, glue. Hello. Thank you. Diane, you're spending a lot of time gluing today. Yeah, I know. Well, it is a Sunday, but it's not like I don't have anything else to do. So once the stuff is all in, which apparently is going to take forever, I don't know what I'm going to do next. That altered book that you'll see in a minute. I mean, I still have quite a lot of pages. I mean, it could be, I haven't counted. It could be 20, 30, 40, I don't know. But it does seem like I'm making progress on it. So it's like I kind of want to, us type A's, like, well, now I'm going to hurry up and finish and, get it done. But I don't really have anything to put in it at the moment. I'm sure I could find something. Yeah, I'm going to be glad when that's done. It's too big. I mean, I'm used to it now, and it's not like I've never done big work in my life. I've done a few wall murals, so, but I don't know. It's a lot of gluing when you do a. Okay. All right. I have these things, which maybe could go on one of these cookie type pages. Is that it for chocolate? Yes. I have to find them first, though. Well, it's kind of the right color, isn't it? Let me cut this out. I don't know. It's almost, talking about arguing with anything, it's almost too good. It matches too well. Well, okay. You twisted her arm. I don't know if they're all going in here. I don't know. Would you eat this? I don't really like Hershey Kisses unless they're the dark chocolate ones anyway. But I don't know. It doesn't look that appealing to me. It's like a lot of plain cookie and then a big blob of milk chocolate. I don't think that's for me, but that's okay. Well, why don't we put this cut one down here? Okay, we'll do that. And then those other two, I don't know. And I know this is a long, boring video. Who would have thought watching somebody glue stuff would be boring? Especially when you can't even see it. Okay. Well, there's no law. I don't have to put these two anywhere. All right, we'll think about that. Okay, I think I'm moving on to the other books. I'll see if I can't just get this stuff placed, and then, you know, you guys can move along. And I will point out, to drag this video out longer, this last, I don't know, second to last spread in here, when I was watching the video before I put it up on YouTube, I was looking through a magazine and I saw this necklace, and I said, oh, there's a necklace that would match nicely, but at that point I didn't have any room for it. As I'm watching the video, though, I was thinking, you know, Diane, you could have hung it around that egret's neck, which I generally don't do stuff like that. But it just was so perfect, and the color was perfect, so I went back and did that. And I rarely go back and do stuff like that, too, but I did. Okay, I have a bunch of lions, and they're probably not going to fit either. Well, this one I know will not fit, but it's, you know, maybe we could do something more, you know, I don't know, on the cover or something. Wow, isn't that weird? Okay. I kind of hate to cover that up, but it's not, you know, a photo of a lion. It's not Leo. It's a weird tinkered with photo or something. And that, does anybody know what that means? I think it means art for the sake of art, which, if you know how studios operate, I think that's a misnomer. If it was art for the sake of art, there'd be a lot better movies out there. Okay. All right, we have an old-timey Celtic looking, or Celtic. Didn't they change the way you pronounce that? And it doesn't matter because it won't fit. Well, and then we have that cool one I found in a magazine recently. Oh, well, I can cover this up. Okay. And piece of wrapping paper. Or maybe that should cover that. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, an Animalia postage stamp. Anybody have that book? I do. Okay. Now what are we going to do with this guy? Well, you know, it really doesn't match at all, does it? Those colors. All right, we'll do something else with that. Okay, I'm going to let this stuff blow away and glue that without you. Okay, the new glue book. I have, and I don't know why this book is turning into, oh, I have Snoopy. Where'd he go? I don't see him. With the exception of this, it's turning into nothing but food. You guys see where it went? I had a Snoopy thing. It was leaning right up here. All right, I'll look for that on my own. It was part of an old greeting card. So that way we can just do strictly food. That's not too bad. This is old. Can you tell? That's an old illustration. I think you can tell by the photography and the style of cake. That kind of matches almost too well. And then this was some kind of cream puff thing with strawberries in it. So it could go on the berry page. And then a whole mess of brownies from an old cookbook too. Wow. Well, that's not bad. Maybe we should put the old cake by the old brownies. Okay. Do we want these on here or somewhere else? Okay. I'll start the berry thing by myself. You don't have to watch that. And then I forgot my Shut Up and Glue It book. Isn't that interesting? For whatever weird reason, let me grab it. I gravitate towards this kind of room. I don't know why. I have nothing like that in my house. My house is kind of colorful and lots of knickknacks. And maybe that's why I gravitate towards it. Like this. I know there's more in here somewhere. See, this is more like what my house looks like. Here are these. I don't know. They're cool. Here. Okay. Well, I don't know where that's going to go. But it's going to go. Maybe here. I might do that. And since this is the Shut Up and Glue It, I'm not supposed to be discussing. And there's another, that's a painting, but there's another one. Oh, maybe I'll do that. I'll put it above that. Okay, well, if you hung in this long, I do appreciate it. I hope you were crafting along or nodded off and got some Z's or something. Okay, everyone. Thanks and have a great day. I know, nobody wanted this video to end, so I'm going to do a footnote. I found the Snoopy thing. I had to go look at the stuff I filmed because it's nowhere. And it was right here. I mean, it was right here, standing up. I have a box here. It was right on the edge of the box. It's on the floor, you know, where is it? I have my flower scrapbook paper box here. Did it fall in that? No. So I look at the video, and like, yeah, you can kind of see it. Then you could see it like it had fallen over. And then one of the wax papers, it was the other book, it kind of stuck to it. And you could barely see it come up, and then it disappeared. I still didn't know where it was. It had flipped, somehow it had flipped inside that other book. I mean, how stupid is that? Come on. So that's in. I did trim it down a little bit. This stuff is in. This stuff, that actually looks kind of cool. And then this. Okay. See you later.